Yeah, I mean, this is going to be the key aspect to all of this because publishers and the publisher side has the most to lose, apart from the app install advertisers or DSPs. On the publisher side, there is definitely going to be a loss in revenue because of IDFA going away. It's going to happen as and when iOS 14 is going to get rolled out. Because as I mentioned, there is no alternate as yet. While we work with the ecosystem to come up with alternate means to price that inventory, it's already seen that users without an IDFA monetize lesser than users with IDFA, and that less depends on what kind of application that you own. Some publishers, this number would be about 30% lesser. In some publishers, it will be 50-60% lesser. So depending on how less traffic without IDFA monetizes, that's going to be kind of the immediate impact that the publisher is going to see. Now everything is not so bad. There is a little hope that Apple has given in all of this. The earlier spec of Apple actually lets the publisher show this particular pop-up to the user just once, which basically means that you just have one opportunity to actually showcase your value add to a user to opt in to the IDFA tracking or providing access to IDFA. Now this is just one time. It's very different from how a GDPR enforces this. GDPR doesn't give you that one option and only one option, right? You can actually provide consent across your life cycle within an application. That was actually missing. That is still missing with the release of iOS 14 because you are supposed to just show it one time. And if a user declines, you cannot reinforce the pop-up to actually get the user to accept it. That becomes a big problem because by mistake or for whatever reason user rejects in giving that access, you can never ask for it again. However, Apple does provide a way in which a user can provide access by going to the settings page. So there is in the settings page for every application, the user can go ahead and provide this access even after he has denied it in the first go. So this gives an opportunity to publisher to keep reinforcing the fact that the app is free if it's actually a free app and they use that app for monetization through advertising, right? So publishers who are using ad monetization as their strategy will have to keep reinforcing and messaging to their users saying it's a free app. Please go ahead and give us access to your details for you to for us to target better advertising for you. How they put it across is going to be very important. And also what is going to be key is when is the right time to show this to a user so that they can actually, I mean, they're best equipped to actually show this and then get that opt-ins. So they're going to start trying out before the release itself, starting to nudge the user and see how they actually react to such kind of nudges. What InMobi is actually doing with our publishers, our recommendation is to do these nudges in a very intuitive way through sticky banners, through places in which you can actually, without a pop-up, nudge the user to go to settings, even provide links to the settings page where they can turn it on. Now, through series of these nudges, you can increase the opt-in rates. And with increase in opt-in rates, obviously the monetization is going to come back. So that's one hope that we have, that over a period of time, publishers can get more opt-ins. Of course, there are other options to provide the right value exchange. You can put the app behind the paywall. That's something that is always an option to the publishers. And like what you see on a lot of these content pages with ad blockers, you put it behind a paywall and then you might get access to some of the data. Again, not sure what kind of strategies. It probably could be a mix of strategies that publishers will eventually end up using. But yeah, they're going to start trying this out and seeing what are the kind of opt-in rates that they'll be seeing. and later try on the paywall and subscription ways to actually get either more opt-in rates or get them to pay for showing, I mean, for no advertising. So yeah, so that's kind of some of the things that publishers will be doing. Also, as I mentioned, on the demand side, you will be looking at alternate signals. On the publisher side, the publishers would be willing to share as much data as possible about their users, which is in their control, which can help monetization. An example would be their first party data is obviously going to be something that is interesting to a lot of buyers. That first party data is something that they probably are not using at this point in time. With iOS 14 and IDFA going away, a lot of publishers will be open to share this first party data with the likes of InMobi and other ad tech partners who can help them monetize their inventory without IDFA. So that's going to start as well. There will be more openness to try out new techniques in which data can be used for monetization, new techniques in which identifiers can be created, looking at privacy always. But yeah, publishers will have to be open to different options when they try, and I mean, while they try and get increased opt-in rates.